Member of Parliament William Kamket is set to appear before the Budget and Appropriations Committee tomorrow to defend the constitutional amendment bill that seeks to reorganize the executive arm of the government. Sam Gintuku has been in touch with Honorable Kamket and the Budget Committee leadership and now joins us on phone. Sam, good afternoon. Kindly tell us, what is the Budget Committee likely to focus on tomorrow?
Good afternoon, Wahiga. The Budget Committee was able to speak to the chairperson in the name of Kimani Chungwa from Kikuyu, and he says that once they receive the Kamket Member of Parliament, William Kamket, tomorrow, the discussion will be around how the proposal to reintroduce the position of the Prime Minister and scrap the position of the Deputy President, as well as introduce the other positions of Deputy Premier, and also have the Cabinet Secretaries now being members of Parliament instead of the current system where they do not sit in any other house, any other arm of government. So they will be looking at what is the impact of that in the finances of the country, what is the cost-benefit analysis. So because he says that after they listen to the Kamket Member of Parliament, or rather the TRT Member of Parliament, they'll also have to listen to the National Treasury, which is also expected to give a contribution on how that would impact the finances of the country. But maybe, Wahiga, on the other hand, while speaking to the Member of Parliament, that is Kamket, he says that this has been informed by the desire to have some stability in the country, and that is why he's seeking to introduce one-term presidency of 7 years, so that the president who is elected, let's say in 2022, will overlap between 2 terms of a prime minister who will be the leader of the majority party in Parliament. So he says that that way he believes that the country will be in a position to get into a cause of some stability moving forward. Wahiga.
Sam, you've explained to us which committees would need to hear more about this particular bill, but let's talk about the national outlook. What would need to be done for this bill to become law? And how does the Member of Parliament envision the transition should his push be successful? Does he see this coming into play after 2022?
Well, apart from now having to convince the Budget Committee, which is supposed to give a report back to the House and to the Speaker on the impact of the bill, he will also have to convince the Legal and Justice and Legal Affairs Committee, which will be tasked to look into the bill. But beyond that, if you look at the provisions in the Constitution, for instance, having to extend the term of a president, then those are matters that you require referendum to be conducted. That is, having each and every member of voting age, every registered voter, getting to have a say on the way forward for the country. So it is a bill that maybe some of the sections can be passed through the majority of Parliament, which requires about 2/3. So it has to get 2/3 backing from the National Assembly, for instance, and also some other areas that are touching on the counties reorganization. Then the Senate will also have to be involved. But the major part to talk about here is that there needs to be a referendum to pass some of those issues. And bearing in mind that the Parliament may want to pass it as a piecemeal, then that would mean that it is committed to a referendum so that people can get to make their choice. And you're asking whether it takes effect in 2022. And
does he hope that it will take effect as soon as 2022?
Yes. The Member of Parliament says that the current leadership, as I said, of Uhuru Kenyatta and the Deputy President William Ruto, the term runs until 2022. And so should the bill be passed into law and become an act of Parliament that amends the Constitution, then after the 2022 election, then that will be the first time that the new reorganized government will be taking effect, as it were.
Thank you so much, Sam Gintuku, for that update. We wait and see how that Budget and Appropriations Committee, what sort of discussions will happen in that particular meeting. But clearly, very dramatic days ahead in regards to that. Thank you, Sam, for that particular update. All right, time now for a quick